Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 8-Scale Rally X VRC-Pro World Championships. I'm Mike Garrison, bringing you all the action here as we get set for the tone to sound. Off and underway. Jimmy Flack, your top qualifier. I tell you what, Jimmy Flack in the VRC-Pro Dirt Oval World has gone undefeated time and time again. He's looking to start out 2024 just the way he left off in 2023. A lot of racing left to go. We'll see if he can do it here in this one. Jimmy Flack leading the way. Tobias Lindgren there in your number 2 spot. Looks like Andrea Navati in the number 3 spot here in this one. A whole pack of cars here, early laps in this one. Pika working his way in and out of traffic here. A little slow-mo action coming down the front stretch here with Pika in the green and red car. Into turn 1 he goes. He's got Enoch right there ahead of him, diving to the inside there. I believe that's going to be Sidler. Sidler sweeps a bit wide there. Pika takes the spot back. Down the backstretch they go. So Milan Pika diving in and out of traffic. He's got Navati right there with him. Andrea Navati up into the number 3 spot now. Pika dropping to the 4 spot. Coming out of turn 4. Down the front stretch they go. Everybody is right there, wheel to wheel. Andrea Navati in the 3 spot here now once again. Now we're looking at Svoboda working his way around in the number 4 pink car. He started on the 7th place spot in the grid, and he's sitting 7th right now. Still a lot of racing left to go. Oh, Svoboda hitting that inside fencing there as he heads into turn 3, coming out of turn 4. Back into turn 1 he goes right now. Chase cam action down the backstretch here. Long back straightaway into the bank, turn 3 and 4, and back down the front stretch. Here they come back around once again. Jimmy Flack going to be out front. Tobias Lindgren in 2nd. Sidler in 3rd. Navati in 4th. Pika in 5th here in this one. Now we jump up to our number 2 driver, Tobias Lindgren. As you can see, off in the distance, Jimmy Flack leading the way here. Tobias Lindgren down the front stretch he goes into turn 1, coming out of turn 2. Blue and yellow, bright red wheels. Whoa, Tobias! Right up against those back banners there. Check it out. Up against the back wall, rubbing the banners. Comes back onto the track. A good save for him right there. No crash, no time loss, no turn marshals. Tobias Lindgren hanging it all out, trying to catch your race leader, Jimmy Flack, here in this one. Jimmy out to a 2.2 second lead here. Here is Stefan Sidler. He is now going to be up into the number 5 spot here in this one. He is setting his sights. I believe that's going to be Pika just ahead of him and Navati. So good battle here between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Look at Sidler diving to the inside. Navati getting a bit wide there. Sidler, beautiful line coming through turn 3 and 4. Hugs that tight inside on the banking. Back around to turn 1 and 2. Sidler back up to the number 3 spot now. Navati in the 4. Navati goes way wide. That's going to leave the door open there. Milan Pika taking over the number 4 spot now. Pika dives to the inside. Look at Milan Pika. The drive down the backstretch into 3. Coming out of 4. Down the front stretch they go. Pika now up into the number 3 spot. Sidler drops to 4th. Here comes Navati now. Back and forth they go. Unbelievable racing here between these 3 drivers. You would think this right here was for a world championship win. We're looking at 3rd, 4th, and 5th here. Pika, Sidler, and Navati back and forth they go. Only 3 minutes into this race. A lot of racing left to go here for these drivers. Jimmy Flack, meanwhile, he's got no idea the excitement going on behind him as he is trying to check out early here in this one, along with Tobias Lindgren in the number 2 spot. Here's Arturo Svoboda. Svoboda in the number 6 spot there, getting a little close on the inside. He's got Enoch there behind him. Christopher Enoch in the number 7 spot. I believe that is going to be Jerry Bauer in the number 8 spot, followed by Lee General in the 9 spot here in this one. 3:30 into this one. Svoboda down the front stretch once again in that pink number 4 car. Some fantastic racing here. What a way to kick off the VRC Pro World Championships here in the Dirt Oval scene with the Rally X class. These guys are on the move, that's for sure. They've got the cars dialed in. Coming back around, here's Svoboda. Back around for yet another lap. There is Lee General in the number 8 spot here in the white and black. His fast lap, just 2 laps to go, 9.572 for him. There you see Jimmy Flack trying to put a lap on him right now, your race leader and your top qualifier, 4 minutes into this one. Flack down the backstretch. Whoa, General. Jack that out in the number 11 car. Watch this here as he comes out of turn 4, drops off that outside edge. It's kind of a blind edge back there up against the VRC Pro World Championship banners. He's able to save it, bring it back on the racetrack, but that was a close one there. Arturo Svoboda. There's Christoph Enoch in the number 7 spot here. He qualified in the number 6 spot. His fast lap at 9.5 flat. Another good chase cam here as he works his way out of turn 4 down the backstretch. And there you see that's going to be Jimmy Flack just ahead of him there. So right now, what Enoch needs to do is he needs to latch onto your race leader, see if he can pick up some of the lines and consistency of Jimmy Flack and move his way up through the field. And he appears to be doing that. He's not letting Flack too far out of his sights at this point. as they come out of turn 1 and 2. Oh, man! Dives in and out of those banners there. I thought that could have been bad for Enot there on that one. 5 minutes into this race here. Fast lap for Enot. Still going to be a 9.5 on lap number 25. As now we're in the chase cam for Milan Pica. Milan in that number 4 spot as he chases down. I believe that's going to be Sidler just ahead of him in the number 3 spot here. His fast lap so far here is going to be a 9.492 as he works his way back around here. Tobias Lindgren in the number 2 spot. Jimmy Flack out front leading the way. The Rally X class. New on the scene several years back in VRC-Pro, and it's really taken off, and it's awesome to see these guys run the dirt oval as they work their way back around. Jimmy Flack, it doesn't matter if Jimmy's driving a Rally X car, a NAS truck, it doesn't matter what you hand him. He is unstoppable, and he's proven that once again here. Flack coming back around here, his fast lap at 9.257. That's right, a 9.257 is Jimmy Flack's fastest lap. We were just looking at some drivers, and I thought their lap times were fast, nearly a half a second faster right here for Jimmy Flack. Take a look at this. Slow-mo action, dives to the inside, hugging that inside pipe there. Into 1, out of 2, and down the backstretch he goes. Coming back around to the front side this time, he's now out to a 4.9 second lead over Tobias Lindgren in the number 2 spot. Steven Sidler in the number 3 spot. Milan Pica in 4th. Andrea Novotny in the number 5 spot. Zvoba in 6th. Enot, General, and Gebauer rounding out your field here in this one so far. 6:30 down, Jimmy Flack in the black and white. Tell you what, like we saw in 2023, don't quote me on this. I believe in you can quote me on this. 2023, Jimmy Flack, I'm pretty sure was undefeated. He won every single VRC-Pro dirt oval championship that there was, or I shouldn't say dirt oval, I should just say oval championship that there was, whether it be on asphalt or dirt. Jimmy Flack was unstoppable. He's back again this year, which is fantastic to see him unless you're his competition. Then it's not such good news. 7 minutes into this one here, Jimmy Flack leading the way. Lindgren now going to be 7.9 seconds back from him. Sidler only 0.2 of a second back now from Lindgren. So Sidler trying to close that gap up just a bit here. Pica in the number 4 spot. Novotny in the number 5 spot. As you can see, your race leader. Consistency is the name of the game here for Jimmy Flack. Not only does he have some fantastic lines, but he just hits them every lap, one after another. Here comes Tobias Lindgren in that number 2 spot. Good line there for Tobias as he comes into turn 1 and turn 2. Back down the long back stretch. Out of 4, down the front stretch he goes. 9.3 last time by the line for him. So I tell you what, his fast lap as well, 9.280. So his fast lap not far off from Jimmy Flack. So we're talking a lot about Jimmy. And there's a 9.366 fast lap for Steven Sidler on lap number 44. So I tell you what, a lot of these drivers starting to turn up the heat here on this one as the race is winding down. 8 minutes into this race now. Sidler in the number 3 spot, coming out of turn 4 down the front stretch he goes. Milan Pica still in the number 4 spot. Here we jump back to Arturo Savova. He's going to be in the number 6 spot, chasing down Novotny in 5th. Remember, we saw all these drivers at the start of this race all bunched up, going back and forth, back and forth. Now they're kind of starting to settle into their spots here. Christoph Enot, he qualified in the 6th spot. He is sitting 7th right now, so he's chasing down Zavoba. He wants that spot back. He comes back around a little bit wide there, coming out of 3 and 4. Down the front stretch he goes. 8:30 left, or 8:30 down, in this one. Christoph Enot trying to close the gap up once again on Zvoba. He's got Lee General behind him, 2.3 seconds back. Jerry Bauer in the number 9 spot. There's Tobias Lindgren. And Lindgren now is dropped back to the number 3 spot. Somewhere Sidler has moved up into 2nd as we were watching the back of the pack. So now Sidler up into the number 2 spot here in this one. This could change things up. Steven Sidler, I believe, new on the scene here this year. I do not recognize that name from 2023, and it's great to see him out there. He's laying down the laps. Lindgren's like, hey, who is this guy? Here they come out of turn 4. Down the front stretch they go right now. Lindgren putting the power down, trying to chase down Sidler in the number 2 spot. 1.1 second is all that separates them right now. 9:20 into this one. Down the front stretch goes Lindgren into 1. Coming out of 2, you can see turn 1 and 2. Nearly a flat corner there. 3 and 4 got the banking, then carry a little bit more speed out of that one as they launch down the front stretch. And oh, Lindgren, what a save right there. Tobias Lindgren, he is pushing so hard. Catches that inside fencing just a bit, just about loses the rear end. It comes loose, goes wide. He's able to bring it back under control, lose a little bit of time though. Lindgren right now going to be 9/10 of a second back from Sidler. Milan Pika in the number 4 spot. Andrea Navani in the 5 spot. Driver stand view here of Tobias Lindgren as he comes down the front stretch here. You could see just up ahead of him there, Steven Sidler in the 2 spot. Jimmy Flack in the number 1 spot. Jimmy starting to stretch out his lead here in this one. This is going to be a 12-minute race. We've got less than 2 minutes to go here for these drivers. Lindgren has got to pick up the pace here if he wants that spot back. Here comes Lindgren down the front stretch now. 9/10 of a second is all that separates them. Sidler in the red car. They've got 1 car in between them. I believe that's General. Yes, indeed it is. Here they come back around now, down the front backstretch, I should say. Lindgren starting to close the gap up now, 5/10 of a second. Here comes Tobias. Tobias Lindgren putting the power down. Here comes Sidler. Sidler on the backstretch now. Oh, Lindgren catching that inside curve just a bit there. Good chase cam action here as they head down the front stretch. Now, as you can see, great view here. Shows the different line choices between the 2 drivers. Both nearly identical there coming out of 1 and 2. Wow. Nearly, I mean, just one at, oh, Lindgren. Whoa. What a save right there. Tobias Lindgren trying to make up time wherever he can. Gets up on the inside. Hits the fencing just a bit. Doesn't lose too much time. Uses that inside berm just a bit there. Coming up here with 45 seconds to go in this race. It's going to be close. 3/10 of a second is all that separates them here. Lindgren in the number 3 spot. Sidler right there ahead of him. We got Jimmy Flack, who has checked out, looking for another World Championship win to kick off 2024. Down the backstretch they go here into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4. 20 seconds to go. Now to our race leader, Jimmy Flack. Fast lap on lap number 68, a 9.180. Unbelievable driving here for Jimmy Flack in this one. He goes so fast, I don't believe you go any faster, but he's done it. 5 seconds left on the clock here. Jimmy Flack making his way back around. Out of turn 4, down the front stretch he goes. Time is going to expire in this one. Jimmy Flack is going to take it here. Tobias Lindgren chasing down Sidler. Down the backstretch they go. It's going to be a race to the line. Sidler's going to take the number 2 spot. What a race right there. Jimmy Flack taking the win. Steven Sidler second. Tobias Lindgren rounding out your top 3. Congratulations to Jimmy Flack from the USA, the 2024 VRC 8-Scale Rally X Dirt Oval Champion.